Everybody. Welcome. New week for us here in Australia. Monday morning. Gotta love it. Gotta love the wake up. I mean, it's winter here as of yesterday, June 1st. I'm in the tracky dacks, mate. It's sad times because I miss the sun. Anyways, happy Sunday night to our friends around the world. And I'm just in my own little bubble right now. Craig's just wondering what the fuck's going on. Anyways, Craig, how are you going, mate? How's your weekend?
Hey, yeah, good. Thanks, Greeny. Nice of you to join us, man. Yeah, the weekend was good, bro. I'm pretty tired, bro. I've got to admit, I've still got that flu like you do, so I'm gonna pull out all the energy for chat today, man. I'm gonna give you all my energy, chat, and then I'm gonna die.
Please.
I'm all right, but the market looks all right. Abstract's good, life's good, bro. So yeah, it should be a good stream. We've got a good week this week, dude. We've got some good fucking good people coming in, bro. We got Finn.
We are locked in this week, chat. We've got heaps of big names coming on the show. Let me pull them up so you guys can see them. Where's Craig's tweet? Here it is. So we got, obviously tomorrow night, American time, which is our time Tuesday. We have Finn jumping on, so that'll be an absolute banger. Here we go. Absolute banger there, guys. Let me just, how do we normally do that? There we go. Yeah, so that'll be an absolute banger. Absolutely pumped to get Finn on and probably hear it from a different perspective, right? Like I know Eli's interviewed him. I know a few other people have interviewed him. It'll be good to maybe see it from our point of view on this side of the world, from a different outside of that kind of community of America crypto, because I think like even chatting to Dyla last week, it was cool because it's just different. It is different with different sort of queries because we don't get to see a lot of what goes on behind the scenes, right? We're just observing the moves over here. In the future, mind you, don't forget, chat. But yeah, Finn on tomorrow, Craig. I'm pumped about that one. How about yourself? That'll be banger.
I'm bro. I am pumped about it. I'm keen to see if we can extract. That's for you, Eli. Abstract some alpha out of the big fella, eh?
Yeah.
Like if we can wring some XP alpha, I don't know if we'll be able to, but like you just said, I think it'll be a good chat, just like you said, because of the Australian twist on it. I think, and I think sometimes you get you get different answers, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, a lot of people, I still see people fading abstract. I'm like, I just don't think that's a good decision. I just don't think it's a good decision. And even now when there's a bit of a pullback, great opportunity to jump in and start learning slash getting some exposure. I know Abstar was on a pullback. Poly hit a little bit of a pullback, but it's still showing a lot of strength. I bought a bit of Poly. I actually put in some liquidity pools. I went to town on the weekend. I kind of cut a few trades. I was like, look, I'll have a little bit of skin in the game. I'll de-risk some of those NFTs. And then I went to town. I bought some more on-chain heroes, which we'll talk about shortly. I bought a lot of the hero token. I just bought more before the show. I just bought some with Craig as well. So yeah, it'd be great to chat with Finn. He was shooting guns on the weekend, so hopefully he's enjoyed that time away. He has no aggression in him. He'll be chill. So that'd be fun. And then we got the big man himself, the big Bitcoin bull, PO plus the carnivore diet plus. Obviously, I mean this guy's been going viral for a range of reasons. So I'm stoked to talk to PO. Long-term fan, obviously the Badogos. I think I've watched that show since they began, like in 21. So I was there when they had like 1K subscribers on YouTube. So I think they're close to 50 now. So yeah, I've been a big fan of I've been in their community for multiple years and love it. So it'd be great to talk to him on like from a different perspective again. Cause like, yeah, I've jumped on his show and spoken to him a few times, but it'd be a bit more casual, I reckon, which is cool. And he obviously has his Bitcoin show as well. So like there's so much to talk about with PO. So that one could be a long one. I reckon that one could be a long one.
Yeah, I agree. That one I'm for the same reasons as you. I'm looking forward to. For one, I've watched him a fair while.
Yeah.
And I like his Bitcoin stance. I think it's good that there's someone on the timeline who's probably pushing a good narrative that if everyone followed, they could actually make money.
They probably would outtrade everyone, literally.
Yeah, and he's not really shilling his bags. Well, he is, but he's not. I mean, it doesn't really help him. Well, it does. It does long term, but you know what I'm saying. It's not a 40K shitter.
Well, I'm very keen to talk to PO because I knew he had, and I know Easy and him had a big bag of Pudgy Penguin / Little Pudgy / Pengu because he DM'd me when the Pengu token went live. He's like, oh, what's your play with this? And I, at the time, I sold my Pengu airdrop for 60 grand. Like it was a lot of money. And then obviously we bought the bottom again. So I'm very curious to see if he did sell, if he still owns it, if he has been checking out Abstract, or if he's just kind of hodling it for multiple years. So yeah, huge week. Then obviously we've got Elisa on the week after. We'll have the Rurai team the week after. Anyone else this week, Craig? I'm away Thursday, Friday. I'm going to a Pudgy Penguin event in Melbourne. So be chatting with DC and a few others down there. So it'll be fun. But yeah, so Craig, you might have to run a show with Eli Thursday and Friday at 10 p.m.
Oh, fuck. No, don't leave me alone with that guy, man. Fuck. That's going to be chaos.
So, yeah, no, pumped. Big week. But yeah, I'll be away, unfortunately, later in the week. I'll be flying. So, yeah, keen, mate. So, I mean, where do we want to start today? Do we want to start with BTC, a bit of a recap of what's happening? We have pumped off the 236, which traditionally, guys, if you bounce off shallow fibs, okay, I might need to make it bigger for chat. I only just realized that chat probably can't read that very well. Is that a bit better?
Yeah, I can kind of see it. Yeah.
Is that a bit better?
Yeah, it's good enough. Yeah, that's pretty good.
So yeah, there we go. So we're bouncing off a pretty critical level. Like we have tapped this sort of start of the order block, which also aligns with the 236. Traditionally, that means a lot of strength, but again, we could go all the way up to like 110, and that could still be a lower high. So I was pretty vocal about the shorts up here. That was the right decision. I am still in an ETH short, but I am in a couple longs. Fartcoin, I'm in a long. Pepe, I'm in a long. And Harry, oh yeah, I took that on the show last week. Harry Potter, Obama, Shinu, blah, 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 blah. I took that as a long as well. So I don't know. I don't know if we're out of the woods here yet. I think momentum's still going to the downside, in my opinion, but really nice to see it bouncing. Craig, I bought the dip at 103. I bought the dip last week at 102. This big wick here last week, or 2 weeks ago, I bought that at 102. I bought 103. I bought like more than I am DCAing every day. I'm DCAing into Bitcoin right now. And I think my plan, because someone just asked me in GTG before, what is your plan, Greeny, with moving forward? Are you keen to sell all of it this cycle? Are you holding it for multiple years? I think that depends on how high we go. So for me, if BTC gets to 150K or higher, I probably sell a bit. Like, I think that's a no-brainer. I do think price probably oscillates back towards anywhere between 65 and 100 during a bear market. But if we only get to like 130, I don't know. I probably am happy to hold it for 5 to 10 years. Is probably the alpha. Is what I'm kind of thinking. So tell Craig I said he's short. So that's what Eli says.
He's a piss day.
I think Craig's taller than me by like a good amount. So. But anyways, we're seeing a huge bounce. Like Fartcoin's up 8% today. Big bounce. Yeah, we're in the long here, so that's in profit. What else is pumping today? Again, strength is strength for a reason. Pengu. Eli, Pengu's pumping. 6%, buddy. There you go.
No wonder you're so chipper on the timeline, eh?
Get out of our DMs being all doom and gloom with your Pengu FUD, mate. Like, this is consolidation. This is consolidation. So
I think he's just trying to FUD us out of our position, Greeny.
I put a big Pengu tweet up the other day because I know a lot of people were like, no, it's not good. And people were like, abstract meme coins are taken away. And I'm like, nah, bro, nah. So I put up this post. I said, it bounced 4.7 from the lows. It's still up. It's now probably up 3x from the lows because it's up a little bit higher now. And this is a consolidation phase. It takes time for things to play out. So that's great to see. Eli didn't see this one. No comment there, mate. You need to go read this, buddy. And that'll be good for you. But yeah, market's heating up, Craig. I think for now it's just stay patient. Whether this is just kind of a Sunday little rally and we break into maybe still reverse downside, like see something like this, right? Where Pengu on the daily, see on the 3-day, this is what I mean. Like we still aren't like correlated across my sort of indicators, right? Where price is bottomed on all these indicators. Once we start to get bottom, like, I mean, yeah, the 3-day on BTC looks, oh, bro, that looks like we can go way further down. Like, we're so overextended there. So, I don't know. I'm kind of pretty keen. And even the 5-day. So this, like, my bias is still shorter, yeah, lower. A lot of people in my comments like, Greeny, shorts can get with liquidators. Well, I got actually stopped out of my short, so I was a bit mad, but oh well. I'm still in a niche short, and I think we go lower. So, what's your preference right now, too?
What's up, Alpha Saiyan? Shout out. My preference is I think we go lower. Yeah, I think we go lower. So I'm waiting to buy around the 100K mark. And then again a bit low if we see lower. I don't know how deep we'll go as far as lower goes, but I think this is I don't know, bro. It's hard to call in a bull market though, because it can just send.
Yeah, well, that's it. Like this could be the high low. This could be the high low. I mean, if you look at the weekly, we could go all the way. Like we could go all the way to like 75K and it would still be a higher low on a weekly. Yeah. Like I would get a little bit worried if we started to lose maybe 93 would probably be but I mean, we've still got an FEG lower here as well at 88. So yeah, look, there's a few levels. We got FEG there as well. FEG down here that we haven't hit. So there are levels lower that I would love to see. I mean, if we do take a look at the range, like I put this tweet up last week as well, just sort of educating people about why the top of a range is really nice to trade off, because it's very clear to see, okay, well, whether we reclaim it and send towards upside or whether we reject and we can short from the top of a range. So there's your range from the high of January. Bottom of the range is the 74K mark where Craig called it, deviation above, and sure enough, we rejected to the downside here. So yeah, whether we pull back to this FEG at about 99, I probably start going pretty heavy, like, I mean, thousands of DCAs in this region here. Below 100 is probably where I'm happy to DCA. Right now, I'm only DCAing about $25 a day, but then I did buy about $1,000 at 103. I bought $1,000 last week at 102. So if we do dip, like if I wake up and I see a 10% dip, I'll probably buy like $1,000 or a couple $1,000 of BTC. In terms of altcoins, tough one. What are you holding and bullish on right now? Because we haven't spoken about that. We've like, and this is what I mean. Like, this is why I'm keen to talk to Pio, because once you're in crypto for long enough time, you understand that you want to stack as much BTC as possible. Like, that is the end goal, guys. That is the end goal. Stack as much BTC as possible. Stack fiat, descend into BTC. Try and trade trends in between that, but always stack BTC or stack profits into fiat. Craig, what are your thoughts on alts?
I've still got a bit of a bag of Sol and a tiny bag of Render, but other than that, not a lot. So altcoins, I'm not really in altcoins. Sol, I've probably got 10K at most. So I'm not really in them because I was selling out of them, man, when they were pumping. Like, I was selling Sol at all-time high, all shy of all-time high. Am I buying altcoins? No, I'm not really that interested, but admittedly, maybe there is opportunity there on some of those stronger performing coins like Hype, Sui, you just had up as well. So there are some outliers which are performing quite well, but on a whole, alts have been shite. So I've been heavy in Bitcoin this cycle, and I'm very thankful I was, because looking at how alts have performed, if I was heavy in them again like I was in 21, I would have had the same result in 21, and that's massive fluctuations of portfolio value and stress. I remember my alt bags in 21 having massive swings like they do. So, one day you've got 100K, the next day you've got 30K. Whereas with Bitcoin, I've just always got the same portfolio, bro. It just stays, like, it fluctuates. If it fluctuates 10%, people have a heart attack on the timeline. I'm like, 10%? It's a fucking dip for ants, man. Like, so, I don't even care.
Chat, what do we think? What's chat think? Are you guys buying memes? Okay, what about memes, though? Do you still own Mog and Pepe and stuff, or not?
Yeah, I've got some Mog. I've got some Pepe. Once again, they're probably 1% of my port. So if they giga send, I'll be happy, but I unfortunately won't be buying houses from it.
So how much is in stables of your port right now, or fiat?
Probably be about 30%.
Okay,
maybe more, 40%.
Mine's quite large as well. I'm predominantly, due to my hack, I am predominantly stables. I have small bags of Solana and ETH, obviously, on Abstract and stuff. Like, I still have a small bag, 40, 50 grand of ETH, right, based assets on Abstract across like the big pudgy, the little pudgy, all that sort of stuff. I have Solana, obviously, to trade some Solana memes if we get some opportunities over there. But But outside that, I only actually own Bitcoin and Pepe currently in my spot wallet. Now, that's not to say I don't want to have other exposure, and I still would advise that other people do look to have other exposure, and that's why I say that in GTG. But for me personally, due to my hack and my scam, majority of my wealth is sitting in a leverage exchange as USDT, or alternatively sitting in AUD cash on SwiftX. So that's pretty much my thoughts right now is if we do, like, that's why I want a pullback. And again, that's healthy for the bullish continuation. Give me a pullback of BTC back to sub 100. And whilst everyone starts to shit the bed, I'm going bye.
Now, if we get a dip, 199, that 40% stables will start to get deployed, man. Because I think that'll be the last hurrah for this bull. That will be my final swing on Bitcoin. So it was quite interesting on the timeline because, I like that.
That is the worst take. I'm sorry.
I don't know what to say. I read it. I'm like, fuck, I don't even know what to say. Good luck.
That's a bad take in my opinion. You trade. Go, Craig. You finish.
I can't remember what I was going to say. That shocked me, that comment. Sure. I don't even know what I was on about. Sorry. Was I saying DCAing Bitcoin?
Yeah.
I will. I'll go quite hard. Sorry, that's what I was saying. I think this dip might be what's the word? The final good dip before the bad dip of the bear. Yeah. Sorry. Let me rephrase that. There'll be more dips along the way, but this might be the sell in May, go away dip. Don't know. If there is a sell in May, go away and come back Q4, I do want to take advantage of it. That's what I was saying. On the timeline, when I sold Bitcoin at 111,000, there were a few people that obviously get upset about that. And they asked why I do it and why do you take the risk in swing trading? But I find Bitcoin quite. I don't want to say this out loud because the universe will curse me here.
Greg, because it is.
It's quite. I quite enjoy swing trading it. I thought you were going
to say the word.
What word? Which one?
Easy.
Yeah, I was going to say easy. I find it quite easy.
Dude.
I don't think I'm. It's not necessarily being that skilled. It's just Bitcoin swings are slow and steady. Altcoin and Bitcoin swings are like fucking. And because I traded altcoins and memes so long, you have. It just, I guess we've kind of sharpened our knives. Meaning when I come to Bitcoin to swing trade, it is easy for me because you've got weeks, months of swings. Whereas altcoins, it's like in an hour they lose 30%. You're like, fuck.
Yeah. So Deco says 3 years in crypto, never owned BTC. Brother, I'm 9 years in, and I promise you will want to own BTC. Okay, trust me. I should have just bought and held BTC when I saw it $300 9 years ago, and lucky I'm a trader, so I am out trading that. But I should have just bought that and put it away on a ledger or put it away on an account and come back and stupid.
What was BTC when you first came in?
About $300.
So
and I saw ETH at single digits. I saw Solana at $2 last cycle. I traded that, made money. Then I got scammed last cycle. Classic back-to-back scams. But yeah, no, I've been around a long time. That BTC was about $300 when I first.
Well, all you have to do with Bitcoin, I reckon, is jump on the monthly on the chart.
Yeah.
And then you can work out it just doesn't really go down over a long enough time period, man. It just goes up.
And I will show you why you own Bitcoin, right? I will show you in a minute. I just want to talk about this point, Craig, that you mentioned. Q3 average return. So Q3 is from June through to the start of September, right? Traditionally, you see 6%, which is historically way lower than all other 3 quarters in the year. Compared to what BTC historically goes. 20%, 50%, 40%, I think the other 3 quarters are. So that shows you there's a lack of volatility heading into Euro/US summer. Ethereum only moves traditionally average 1% in the next 3 months. So very interesting as well. Then we back that up with the bearish month of September. which historically over the whole history of both Ethereum and BTC sees a negative return. So that means that basically maybe people should go away, okay, for the next 3-4 months and come back at the end of September, and that might be the best time for the market. So I'm putting this out here publicly now, based on history, based on stats. Maybe this is not a bad time to just step away for a bit, come back to crypto in September and see what happens. And maybe that's enough time for liquidity to increase, for rates to come down, for risk on environments, for the business cycle to kick in with Raoul Paul, all of these conversations, okay? The tariff war to settle down. I know Australia's even currently talking about some tariff wars. It's well overnight on the news with the US for steel or something. I can't remember what it was. So all this to settle down, maybe it takes time, and based on historical returns, maybe you should step away for a bit. I'm not stepping away. I love this industry. I work in this industry every day, but the stats don't lie, Craig. The stats do not lie.
Yeah, that's right. And it's been like that. I remember that in 21 as well, exact same. I guess it's good for those people that are maybe they work full time and they do this on the side. It is literally probably just ECA through that period and then come back towards the end of Q4 and sell off and then ride the bear market. But yeah, I mean, I'm comfy. It'll be interesting to see what alts do over Q3. If Bitcoin pulls back, what did your tweet say? 6%, 3%, sorry, 3 to 4% in September.
In September. So that's an average. So I mean, the median could be about, I think the median's maybe 8 to 10% from memory. So that could fluctuate a bit.
Alts could get slaughtered during that period, depending on dominance, obviously. What is Bitcoin dominance at the moment?
I want to talk about this because it's, again, like Deco has replied in the chat. He said, I'll probably regret. So I agree, you will regret. But some people piss me the way they talk about BTC. Bro, ignore the laughs on CT. Literally, it is so simple. Ignore crypto Twitter and follow factual people with actual information-based sort of content, right? Or value. And like, sure, it can be entertaining from time to time, but find the people that provide value, right? That is the key. Ignore the laughs. Ignore the laughs. Stick to your trading plan. BTC dominance still 64.5. Still looking pretty nice here, Craig. I mean, no top just yet. I mean, if we look at momentum, though, on the weekly, we are below the pivot. Actually, we would have just had a monthly close. Oh, my God. Look at that. We are bouncing back into the overextension range. We are still 2.5% above the stochastic close for June now. Wow. That I thought this would have been higher, but no. Okay, so that means BTC dominance could still go higher. Scary, in the next month or two. Could still go higher. Like, this is a doji candle too, which is traditionally more of a sort of indication that you might see a reversal, right? Where you have the trend going up, then you have a doji candle, which often means, okay, reversal. If it's the other way, so say coming down, you have a doji candle like this, okay, it usually means that reversal to the other side. So is this the time where we do maybe fold over, or is this, like, there's indecision? Like, as you can see here, we have an indecision there, we have indecision here. So the market's not sure what to do. But I mean, we've just discussed it. Like, I'm buying BTC over everything right now because I think there's no simpler play than BTC maybe rallying to 150 right now. In terms of alts, I think dabbling on your top meme coins and your top alts, like a Solana, maybe Solana, ETH, Sui, Hyperliquid. Let me have a think. Probably Tau, Casper are probably the ones that will maybe outperform. Then obviously you're still going to get the odd ones that will still perform well. Something like Ondo might run up, something like Near might run up, something like obviously Render might run up because liquidity goes into the ecosystem and things go up. But I generally have I think an easy trade right now is BTC from 105 to 150K. If the bull market's going to stay for 6+ months, BTC probably gets to 130 to 150K. That's a 30 to 50% move. Like, I would rather allocate $100,000 to that, make 30 to 50 grand in the next 6 months, sell that, rather than trying to guess which sort of altcoins are going to outperform. That's kind of your thesis as well, Craig, right now, right?
Yeah, it is my thesis. I am tempted to get into some alts on a big pullback, but God, I don't know if I can be bothered with the stress, man. To be honest with you, like, I've really enjoyed the cycle, and I've kind of enjoyed being heavy in Bitcoin and then playing sort of NFTs on the side. Actually, to a certain degree, have been good this bull run. We had ordinals, obviously Puppets. You and me killed it on that, and then Pudgies, you killed it on that. So it's almost like the little side bets on alts, like NFTs on Ethereum, have been better than Ethereum. Than holding Ethereum. Like holding Ethereum is diabolical still, bro.
I generally think putting an offer right now for 9.3 ETH on a Pudgy Penguin is an absolute steal, chat. I will promise you will come back to this, and this will be an absolute steal. 9.3.
Yeah, fuck.
I mean, I called it publicly 13K. I said, guys, buy up. I literally pinged everyone on GTG and said, guys, if you have 13 grand, go buy Pudgy. And it ran up to 30 grand a couple of weeks ago, Craig. This is about your entry, I think, isn't it? In US dollars.
Yeah, a grand higher, but the same.
I still think that's a great DCA entry. I think minimum 50K for these. I think minimum 50K leading into abstract, leading into the end of the year. Listing is down below 4%. Ownership at 56. Like, you can't ignore that. I was in the market. I mean, if these go down to about 15K, I would buy a second one. I probably would buy.
I'll go again for sure, bro. I wouldn't mind having a second, to be honest. Because you know what these need, bro? One tweet from Luca.
That's it.
One tweet, bro. And these fucking gigasend, like triple in a day. All he has to say is big pudgies get abstract allo. Both. Yeah. Like, see ya.
On speculation. 30 ETH, bang. 50 ETH, bang. 100 ETH, bang. No, just kidding. Maybe not that.
100 ETH would be. Bro, I'm hoping that pudgy play, because I missed out on the first one. The first time you ran it up. I'm hoping I get a second bite at the app, or whatever the saying is. Little pudgies, I still have one as well. Maybe I need more littles, bro.
I've been thinking about that. I don't know, like, what's better? Like, I mean, the age-old saying, I'm pretty sure during Pengu, it was a better ROI owning the little pudgies compared to the big pudgies. However, it depends, right? It depends how you want to play it. Do you want to allocate more money to one trade and say they go from 25 grand today or 24 grand to say they go from 24 to 74 grand? Is that a trade you're happy to just have one and then you make one decision, or are you better buying 10 ETH worth of these? So that would be about 9 little pudgies, and they ran up to like 4 ETH, I'm pretty sure, from memory. So that was like a 3x. So like they did outperform pudgies. I got in at 9. They ran to 34 at the peak. It was about 32 for a while, so you could have sold about 32. So that was about a 3 to beat X. Little pudgies ran up to 4, so it was about, again, from about 0.8, I think, the same time. So it was a little bit more of a 5x sort of trade. So I mean, you got the big. I think maybe little pudgies is not a bad hedge. I don't mind that. It's just maybe they don't get as big an allocation to abstract and other opportunities.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like you just said, do you go the perhaps smaller pump with a big, but you've only got one decision and one thing to keep your eye on, versus do you go for a triple, quadruple with little pudgies, sorry, but then you've just got to keep your eye on it a little bit closer. I guess you could just buy them and just set your sales, walk away, and just let them slowly hit. I don't know.
I think so. What are they in USD? Let's have a look. 2.8. So I think under 1 ETH is probably not a bad trade at all for a little pudgy. And I think they easily get 2x from there. It just goes back to, I think you probably get better allocation with the big pudgies. Now, Eli wanted me to mention this. Obviously, Spencer and his, I can't remember what it's called, Orange something. So basically, they basically bought out Moonbirds, which I think it's great for the space. Personally, I'm not buying into the hype. I would much rather see, okay, well, that's great. Like, Spencer's great. He's got a huge name for himself, all those sorts of things. But okay, what are you going to do with the collection? Like, why should I be a holder of this collection? Not just purely on hype, not purely because they pumped and I want to chase that liquidity. Why should I hold a Moonbird over buying a little pudgy? Is kind of what I'm looking.
Yeah, I'd be holding a little pudgy all day over these. I do like the way they look. They fucking crack me up, man. I was tempted to buy one on the news just because I've always. That's cool,
bro. That is clean.
Fuck, that's cool. The art's cool, man. I kind of like them, eh?
Yeah.
But like you just said, they ran up. They did a 2x. So I'm fucking. I'm not doing that.
I'm not buying. I mean, I think they're up 3x, Craig. I mean 4x. They're a 0.2 from memory, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, right. Okay. Shit. Yeah. I'll let the news. Oh, no, I can't be fucked, actually.
Yeah. Between 0.2 and 0.3 they were.
Yeah. Good luck. But like you said, it is nice that that it's happened. It's good for the space. I would love to see them do something with them. It'd just be good to have another Ethereum NFT collection. Have someone build on it. Apart from Pudgy and Bored Apes, obviously. Speaking of Bored Apes, I think Other Side might go live. Am I right? In the next couple of months or two.
So Eli, just to clarify, so Spencer's part of the team. So OCap Games bought it. So Orange Cap Games bought it. And he said there's a token 100% coming. Okay, so I mean, if they pull back to 0.5, I'll probably buy a Moonbird. I don't mind that.
Yeah. I just want to see some of the holders sell off a little bit into this pump. Yeah, maybe not a bad shout, Eli. If there is a token coming, I'm into NFTs getting token drops, to be honest, and especially in a bull run, and especially this stage of the bull run. But fuck, do you want to keep your eye on another thing? I don't know. I just find attention so hard to keep.
Honestly, this looks like a bottom is formed for apes. It does look like a bottom. The fact that apes still are higher than Pudgies is absolutely wild to me.
Same, bro. Why?
Absolutely. I think it just goes back to them being the status of NFTs, right? Punks are so unattainable for a lot of people. And honestly, like after owning my punk, I generally don't think I would ever buy a punk again. My thoughts are, like it could be a good trade. Like sure, if you're in the middle of a bear market, probably buying a punk, holding it for a couple of years is probably a good trade. But having that much liquidity, $100,000 locked up in a punk, I think you could use that more actively to make more money in that time. I generally do. Even though they're outpacing BTC now, or they were, I haven't checked for a while. I don't know, Craig. I just don't think a punk is worth the money. As someone that did own and previously that sort of stuff, unless you've got millions and millions, which at the time, like before my scam, it was all within my budget. That's why I did it. It was a fine trade. But then obviously after the scam, it was way too like, no. So that's why I sold it. But that's pretty much like, I don't know. These still remain achievable for a lot of people, like who are maybe dabbling in the crypto space. Like how much are they in USD? Let's have a look. Like I know this is still a lot of money for a lot of people out there, but they are still only 34 grand, right? As an NFT, as the premium product of NFTs for the like last cycle, as the face of NFTs. So that's probably why they sustain higher price action to Pudgies, which is just wild to me. It is really wild to me. Like when you think about it from an IP perspective and a utility perspective, it's wild that they at least aren't level. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think?
I mean, for me, the fact that Pudgies get a multiplying abstract for that drop/claim, plus potentially an abstract allocation exclusively for them. And then on top of that, Luke has already shown that he was very generous with allocation to Pudgies, like fucking very generous.
Yeah.
I guess you buy an ape because it's an ape, and then you get to play Other Side, but you get to play Other Side with other NFTs as well.
Yeah.
Or you buy a Pudgy and then flip into hype, which is almost certain to come. Yeah. Like, what's the big ape catalyst in Q3, Q4? Other Side could be cool, but if you own a Pudgy, can you play Other Side? Like,
well, yeah. Or you just buy a Mutant, right? Like,
or go Mutant. What are they? 2, 3, 2?
5, so 2 and a bit.
Yeah.
2 and a bit. But again, like I think you need to be careful. I think like you need to be careful with liquidity. I think this is a lot of people get so caught up in NFTs, and we all do. Trust me, like we all do. Literally on Abstract right now, I own a lot of NFTs. Liquidity is better used not in NFTs 90% of the time, unless you're buying absolute lows and something like Pengu drops or obviously you get the ape token of last cycle, then sure, that's going to be great. Or obviously Moonbirds, you time it right, you get a token / you get them being bought out, great. Outside that, majority of the time, unless it's like a PFP that you're happy to collect, different word from a trade, then NFTs really are probably a net negative play.
They're quite hard. Excuse me, they're quite hard to play NFTs.
Yeah.
And especially if you're playing them. Although this goes against my Pudgy thesis, but if you're playing into token drops, it can be tricky. It just takes me back. These are funny, right? I remember last bull run, I wanted one of these so bad.
Literally everyone did.
And I told myself, oh man, when I can get into these, I'm going to get into these no matter what. And now I definitely don't want to buy one.
The amount of rugs, the amount of mint rugs that I did of derivatives of ape, it kind of stung me deep. Like, it's like, I don't actually want to buy an ape because I was ripped off by so many rugs and NFTs last cycle that were ape derivatives.
Correct. And the amount of scammers that had ape PFPs was astronomical. Like, if you got a DM from an ape holder, you're pretty much getting scammed. So I don't know, man, that kind of tarnished the brand for me a little bit. Which I know these ape holders out there are probably throwing up right now to what I just said, because it's not their fault that happened. But I don't know, man. I look at the mutants now and I think, shit, some of them are fucking ugly. Like, you can't, I don't know, man.
I mean, the art's cool. Like, I understand it's a mutant, but some of, like, I think some of them are dope. And I think, obviously, like, you think about, like, NFT God, who's obviously Alex Finn. Like, some of them are so, like, imprinted in your brain. Baylor.eth, okay? Van Doom. Like, you think, like, these names, you're like, yeah, okay, that punk. Or what's the other one? What's his name? D Banker, is it? D Banker?
D Farmer?
D Farmer. And, like, people like him. There's another guy. Like, just iconic. Yeah, iconic apes, right? Like that. Like they probably should never sell it. Same as, like, obviously when Franklin sold his gold ape. Okay, like, probably a smart decision in the end. But yeah, I think apes just appeal to so many people because they are the face of NFTs.
What happened to Franklin, Greeny?
I think he just stepped away, man. I think he just got over it and stepped away during. I can't remember if it was the whole. It was. Yeah, because he went weird and he did all those, like, uploading the videos every 5 minutes and stuff.
Bro, he lost his fucking mind.
It was weird. It was weird, chat. So
he was in his little office. He was in this weird looking office with no lights.
So smart. Dude was like an astronaut or something from memory. I can't remember. He worked for NASA or something.
Yeah, he's a smart dude, but I think he might have NFTs fucked him. I think. Do you remember when he used to fat finger? And you'd be selling an ape, and you accidentally sell it for 1/10 of the price.
Yeah,
he must have been so cooked, man, when he was doing this. Like, I don't know if he was high or drunk.
Yeah,
and then he'd be like, "Oh, oops, I've lost $100,000 on that ape. I better try and make it back." And I'm like, "How the fuck do you just like?" Anyway, hopefully you're all right, Franklin.
I mean, like, last cycle, I remember seeing apes at 3 ETH. I remember seeing Azuki at 3 ETH, and I didn't have the money at the time because I had been scammed. And I remember going, they are great trades at those prices. And sure enough, they both ran to 30 plus ETH, and like ETH at $4,000. So that's a lot of money when you think about it. I just don't think they ever go back to those levels again. I think, and like, story of the cycle, we didn't even get to my BTC thesis about why you should look at charts versus BTC either. I'll come back to that. But yeah, pretty much, like, I think a lot of things will never go back to all-time highs. Like, you got to remember that, guys. Like, in chat, you got to remember most things will never go back to all-time highs.
We do need Showman. We need Franklin back. We do need Franklin back, man. We need.
He's good for. I mean, he was good for the space. He was good for the space.
He was good for ape holders if you had a bag of ape, man, because he was obviously shilling the fuck out of it. But do you remember when he used to? Do you remember the joke about him as Franklin showed you his slideshow of apes? Do you remember he used to have like 30 or 50 apes? Crazy, bro. Crazy.
I remember going looking at wallets and just being like, oh, dude, like the millions of dollars that were in these wallets. And I was like, oh my God.
Millions. Yeah, you had the Macca's one that used to run.
I was jealous, Craig. I was jealous.
Same.
But yeah, anyways, Eli says he couldn't stop gambling. Space was bad for him, though. We agree with you. We agree with you there. Let's move to abstract. I want to show the charts of BTC and why you should definitely always hold BTC as well. But we'll talk about that maybe at the end. But yeah, Craig, I bought 4 more heroes yesterday at about 3.6, I think. So they have come down even further right now. What's your play here? I think if you're not in the ecosystem, guys, I think a hero at 3.2 is a very decent. Like, only 0.9 are listed. I kind of want to buy more.
Yeah. Well, how many do you have? Don't you have 10?
I have 10 now.
I've only got 4. Maybe I need another couple. I don't know. What's your thesis on buying more? Though, you doing it for a flip or for an XP earn?
I think both.
Yeah.
I think XP right now. I bought 10. I was Steezy was actually in the chat as well last night in On-Chain Heroes. And he was saying that the uncommon weapons were the best alpha, which is correct. GTG already was onto that. And shout out to Future in our chat for talking to us about that. So I swept, I swept like 4 of these yesterday. So because I bought the 4 new on-chain heroes, and then you couldn't actually train them without a weapon, or you couldn't send them out without a weapon. So I was like, oh shit, I need to buy some weapons. So I went in and I put 5. And again, you need to look at both OpenSea and Magic Eden, because some people only list on one platform and others only list on the other platform. So you do need to check. So right now, as you can see, there are no listings for 5 durability and 5 sharpness in the uncommon rarity. And that's what I was looking for. I wanted 5 and 5 and at least uncommon. And so I think if you have a look, I bought all of them yesterday that were listed.
Yes. Someone was in GTG raging, saying stop fucking sleeping, because they were trying to send ETH to their wallet. Who was that?
I paid above the floor by about 3x, but I bought 1, 2, 3, 4 yesterday of that exact category that were 5 and 5. And yeah, they go 5 and 5 uncommon, 5 and 5 uncommon, 5 and 4 because there were no other listed, and then 5 and 4 I think 5 and 5 as well. So those are my weapons, but I do have a 4 and 4 common. I was thinking about this actually as well. I might sell my 2 4 and 4 commons and maybe go buy a rarer one again, because I do have a couple. Oh no, mate, hold on. The NFTs are gone because you allocate them to your heroes.
Yeah,
they no longer show on my wallet, so I'm a bit confused about like what I actually own now. So
I'm exactly the same, dude. I'm the same. It makes sense, but it's a bit annoying. I was trying to do the math yesterday. What I had, I was like, fuck, I can't check.
Yeah. So no, I sold those 2 there. Sorry, I did sell those 2. See, I don't know what I own.
Yeah, it's tricky. Now,
yeah.
Oh yeah, you go. Oh yeah, what's that?
I've got an epic one. So a 7 and 6 epic. I think I've got this one still, which is 4 or 5 uncommon.
Oh, did you roll that?
I think I sold. Yeah, I rolled the epic one. Now I wanted to ask you, because you did, and I think I got this one too still. So 6 6 rare. So I do have a couple decent weapons. Oh, and hold on, 4 5 rare.
Are you gonna?
Oh no, that says I sold them. That says I sold them. I don't know. This is what I mean. It's annoying because I can't check what they are. I think I can go into the game and check, but
you can. Yeah, you can. It's just not as easy as going in there and scrolling through.
Yeah, here we go. We can. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so I've got my 6. Yeah, so if you send them out to battle, they lose. Yeah, they lose 1. Sorry.
I just need to mute that sound.
Oh, is it? Oh, sorry. It's so funny that you can't even hear it. I can't hear it.
That's perfect. Yeah. It's yeah, it pumps. Anyway, how good's the interface? I like it. I reckon it's cool. This game, dude.
It is good. So I want to ask you about the remixing. So I have an epic 7/6, which I think you need to spend hero to repair it. I have a rare 6/6. I have a uncommon 4/5, uncommon 4/5, common 4/4. Probably need to get rid of that one. Common 4/4. I need to get rid of that one. Uncommon 5/5, uncommon 5/5, uncommon 4/5, uncommon 5/5 as well. So I think I might need to get. So my question is, these 2 commons, can I go then? How does that remixing work?
That's a very good question. I remixed heaps of my commons, and I fucking didn't even really take note of what it did. Like I can go back and check, but I can't tell you if it was worth. I think. Oh, actually, I can. I re-rolled 4 uncommons for a rare, but it's probably better just to buy the rare, I'm guessing.
So chat. Okay, so is it better for me to just sell the commons to floor and buy rares or uncommons, or is it so? Gion says remix the commons. How do I remix?
You do it in where you use the gacha.
See, I don't have any. I need to
stake them and yeah.
Yeah. Oh shit. No. Can I do? I might have to just buy new ones. Is it better buying? That's what I want to know. Is it better me sweeping the common floor, remixing them, and getting a rare, or should I buy a rare? What's the math?
Yeah. I don't know. What's the commons floor at the moment?
Let me have a look. Pulling it up now.
Shit, my heroes are pumping.
You can buy commons for 1,000 hero. What do you mean by 1,000 hero? That's a lot. 1,000 heroes seems more than not. So
1,000 hero. How come we're working in
here? Floor is 0.15. So that's 0.03. Uncommons, which again, your rarity, you don't get 5 and 5, right? You only get, because you want to look at this one's all right, so 4, 5, but you want to look at the rewards that you get for hero based on the token that you have. I mean, the weapon that you have, right? So if you look at that, the leaderboard from the docs, it is better to have a rarer weapon. So this heroic is 0.45. I don't think I'd ever spend that much money. But even epic is 0.2. So how do you remix? Like, does remixing? That's what I'm a bit confused about. A rare is 0.07. And you get 4, 4. Yeah, 4, 4. So I mean, like, if we have a look at rares and we look at their sharpness, and you want it to probably be about 5 as well. What are you paying? 7, 8. And you get a 6, 6 for 7, 8. So that's about 3x on a common, on an uncommon. I know.
It's tricky.
Yeah.
What's the go? What's the go with, like, because the rarity increases the hero yield, yeah?
Correct. Let me try and find that chart.
Yeah, so you are better off getting a rarer one versus, say you've got a rare and an uncommon with the same stats. The rare's still the better buy because of is that right?
The hero that you earn, correct.
Yeah. So you do want to up your rarity, really, don't you?
Very blurry, but
yeah.
Yeah. So hero level, and then the weapon is how much you can earn. So for example, if your hero gets to say level 5 and you only have a common weapon, at 80 hero you earn, whereas it doubles. It literally
it almost doubles both ways.
Uncommon. So like uncommon probably still is the alpha. I have an epic weapon. So, I mean, I should probably check, like, my heroes. Yeah, so this hero's at level 4 with an epic weapon.
Yeah, that's good.
So currently an epic. So if I was to send it out, it would earn 333 hero per day.
Yeah.
But I'm probably going to change. And also, what's the third trainer called? Is it not Mystic? I thought it was Mystic. It's unknown. Is that?
It's unknown, I think it says, yeah.
Oh, someone in GTG called it Mystic. So I thought it was Mystic. And then a dude in the On-Chain Heroes Discord's like, shut up, bro. That's not, like, what are you talking about? I was like, what? I thought it said Mystic.
When you're looking at your heroes, Greeny, what's that number, the X on the top right-hand side?
That's a good question.
What is that number? Like, I couldn't work it out.
Yeah, I don't know. Chat, what do we think? What's the top right? Because these have lower numbers. What does...
Is it the dexterity?
No, it's not. It's not. I don't think it is.
Yeah, I couldn't work it out.
That shows you in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually don't know. I don't mean, chat, does anyone know?
And what's that?
Mine are still also getting trained for the next, like, 7 hours or 8 hours. So, yeah, isn't it? I thought this guy was Mystic. Is it unknown? I swear someone said it was Mystic.
I don't know. You had a pretty good go at training yours, didn't you?
Yeah, 4 4s and then 3 3s and then 3 missed. That's pretty good. I was pretty happy with that. 7 out of 10. That's
real good, dude. Real good.
So the question is, do I just keep doing unknown? I thought it was Mystic, but do I keep doing unknown? Or do I be a bit more careful with these guys? I
feel like the ones you got up to level 4, personally, I'd be more careful with, but
because I have a shit ton of heroes, so I can spend it. Like, that's
true. Yeah. I don't know, man. Are you gonna? I don't know. Did you send any to that? The last one you did, didn't you?
What's that?
You trained a few of your heroes with that harder one, didn't you? That unknown one.
Yeah, all 10 of them are from unknown. All 10 of them are unknown. Yeah. I went all 10 because I was chatting with Future about this in GTG, and we were kind of discussing that like early on in the season at level 1, it makes sense to probably go hard, like to gamble. Okay. And as the season goes on and you have maybe higher levels, because you can lose, I think is the understanding here. Like even with chaos, I think you can lose. I don't know what the chaos chant, I don't know what this means. Like the numbers here, like 10, 50. Oh, no, yeah, okay. No, so it gives you so this is what I mean. If you get to say level 10 and you click chaos and the trainer comes out, there is a very small chance that you could get -5 as well as +5. It's 50% chance that you get at least one level, 25% they go 2 levels, 5% chance you go 3 levels. But it's also very low chance that you could actually lose levels by even clicking on the chaos one. So it's about like how often do I don't know how much it costs either I can't, because mine are all still being trained. It's like, okay, well, do I want to gamble with chaos or do I want to gamble on the unknown again? And like, that's, if this is -5 at a 0% chance, then I wonder like, what's the top, like, I don't know, like the top sort of like the parameter, I suppose, of how much you could lose, but also how much you could win. Whereas this one is guaranteed you go up 1 level every time.
Yeah. And the other thing is there's a 24-hour cooldown as well that you have to take into account. So, so if you do roll, get a -5 and have to wait 24 hours, it's like, fuck. But I did the safe route. I've got 4 heroes. 3 of them I just went up 1 level. 1 of them I did the middle one and it fucking failed. Which was annoying. But so he's still stuck on level 1. But you jumping to level 4 on most of yours was a big jump, dude, from me. So yours are all double mine at the moment, pretty much, or quadruple the one that's 1. So you've got a big head start on that first roll, man. Your first roll was pretty fucking good.
Which is why I kind of want to double down on an epic, like on epic weapons, because then I'll have a real advantage to earn more hero.
Yeah, if you've got an epic on a level 4 now, no one can be higher than you, Greeny.
Well, yeah, I don't, unless they got in a bit earlier than me and trained it a little bit earlier, because I was a little bit later because we woke up to the news of it being live.
But not much. They're not much ahead of you because there's still 24-hour cooldowns. And
it's a 6 hour. You have to play for 6 hours, right? Too, Craig. Like you have to come in here and send them out for 6. I think I agree with what Future and stuff was saying in GTG, and Supreme was in there too. Like I think training them at the start of the season is the alpha. If you have hero, if you don't have hero, so you don't have the liquidity there, then you have to go send them out to battle, because then you will have to earn hero to then spend the hero. So I think if you have the hero, I think the alpha is spending it and leveling up ASAP. It's just, do I then? Yeah, what do you think on my level 4 with my epic? Do I just go conservative and just one every day? So it's 550. There you go, 550 heroes. So I wonder how much that is.
Yeah, it's good.
Level it up. That's $24 to level it up. So that's not too bad.
It burns a lot of hero, man, because as you level these up, it goes from, I think the first time you train, it's like 170 hero, and then it doubles pretty much, I think.
So I think there's a lot of pressure on it, buying pressure on hero as a token as well. So I that's why I bought more before the stream, and I'm kind of tempted to buy more. How much do I have? I have 2.6 grand of it. Like maybe I'll buy more.
I'm tempted to get more as well. We were talking off.
Because we're gonna play the game, Craig. Like that's the thing. Like we're going to play the game. I think this is going to be the XP earner over the next few weeks. Like we have Moody Madness and stuff, which are going great, but I think this is literally the volume play right now.
I think so. We've had some good XP weeks. We had Cambria where I had a really good XP for similar mechanics of this, pay your way, let it farm away. I've been waiting for this. So I'm going hard on this, but you and I were talking offline before as well. And for us chasing platinum, I think you've got to throw the house.
You got to take big swings.
Yeah, you do need to, because I'm not in a position to sit conservatively in my NFTs now and just earn 40K a week. I may just miss platinum. Whereas if I throw a couple of ETH at it, I can almost, not guarantee I hit, but I've got a real chance. So I need this game to sort of give me 10K XP on top of what I'm getting.
And I generally think this is oversold. I think, and this is the dump after the airdrop. So I think you are getting it at a premium now.
Yeah.
So even as a trade, if you want to make money, buy the token directly. I just bought more.
Yeah. I need to bridge some more, and then I need to cop some more, because I think this is going to be a big earner, and I think more and more people will buy the token to train them.
Easy avenue, right? Like the NFT is 0.3 ETH, which is like, I don't know, $800, $700, something like that. So maybe I need to buy some tokens. I don't know.
And you also need the token for your weapons, right? They go blunt after. So when you unstake them, when you take them out of fighting, they lose one.
Correct. Durability, one sharpness. So then you need to spend hero to burn to repair it is the word I'm looking for.
Yeah. So you've got to spend hero to send them out to train the hero. Then you've got to spend it again to fix weapons. So it's I think that chart's going to pump, man. But I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But I think that could be, like you said, that could be a good swing if you're not playing the game, but you want to maybe get a little win. Swinging that token might be quite good. I want to know. I wonder what whales are doing with this. So Sticky, is it Sticky's got fucking shit?
Easy, I think. Yeah.
He's got 120, doesn't he, or something?
Yeah, he was saying that uncommons last night were the alpha. So.
Oh, did he? Yeah. I saw a post from Beanie. I need to read it, but about on-chain heroes. Do you know what he was saying?
No, I haven't read it.
Is he part owner of this?
Yeah, he would be. I think he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what Steezy's wallet is. Can you? Oh, you just check the hold. Hold on. Oh, gosh. Let me just hold on.
Oh, you got a leaderboard, maybe something you can find him.
Yeah.
Heroes 208. Oh, that's Steezy. Okay. Sticky. I was like, Sticky's got fucking shitloads more.
Is it Sticky or Steezy?
There's Steezy and then there's Sticky.
Oh, is there two? There's two whales. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Sticky's, I think, more the guy on the timeline that I know. Oh, there's D Farmer's playing as well, is he?
Yeah, these are all. This is what I mean. All these apes are connected with Beanie from Wolfgang Craig. So
yeah,
like this is. I think this is a no-brainer play in the abstract ecosystem. And like you've got to remember, they have the full backing of the team.
Well, do you remember Finn came out and made a post saying on-chain heroes saved the chain? Yeah. Saved abstract. There was nothing coming out for abstract. On-chain heroes was the reason they could keep the doors open. So if one of the founders or whatever you want to call Finn thanks the game for saving their chain, I dare say they'll be generous with XP, bro. Like, I agree. Wouldn't you? Like, if you go, you saved us. I don't know, man. I like hearing that. Keep talking.
I think it's a really good play. For sure. This is the wallet that has 127 heroes. So I don't know if that's
Sticky.
I think it is, yeah.
Has he been selling any or buying? Or
yeah, I don't know which one's which. So now I'm confused. But it looks like, yeah, so he's earning a lot of heroes still from all of these. Or no, he spent a lot of heroes, to level them up yesterday. So he has 13 grand of heroes. So actually, like, I think buying hero here at 40 mil is still a no-brainer play personally. So I've been buying a lot.
Oh, is that his there? Oh, yeah, that's all he's got. So he's really just smashing that game out, isn't he?
Yeah. So I'm up to, I just bought more. So I'm up to 100,000 heroes. Up to 100,000.
Is that with his NFT bags? Is he just all on-chain heroes? Is he?
Oh, yeah. Wow. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, which a lot of those whales are. They are only on-chain heroes. Yeah.
Shucks. So they're not really farming abstract, then, are they?
Not particularly. No.
They think this is going to be a big payday.
Yeah, they already did with season, right? Yeah.
I mean, bullish, man. I mean, if those whales aren't selling the hero or their heroes,
yeah,
that's good signs, dude. I look. I guess we'll see. XP Day. That's a couple of days away. It'll be interesting to see what the 4 days of us 3 days give us a little. We'll get a little peek into the future. I think of if we get a good ramp.
Agreed.
What did you hit last week? 70K?
I hit 70 last week, so
you might hit you could go 100.
Well, I don't know though. I sold a bunch of NFTs this week, so
yeah, okay.
I sold a bunch of NFTs, but I bought more on-chain heroes. And I just bought I'm up to 4.6 grand of hero. So I think that's a no play. In terms of memes, guys, before we wrap the end of the show today, because I do have a meeting in 20 minutes. I think Retspa's a no-brainer play. I think that's a strong sort of beta play. Absa during dips is a no-brainer. I think I bought a bit of Poly yesterday, and I'm liquidity providing as well. I think I'm liquidity providing Pengu and Poly because they are traditionally the top sort of volume per day token. So if we come and have a look, actually, let's have a look. What's the highest volume? So yeah, so I wanted to do hero, but the liquidity pool wasn't working properly. It said they weren't aligned or something. I don't know. So I was like, I better not do that. So I didn't do that. So I did Pengu and I did Poly as the two liquidity pools that I'm doing. So if you want to do that, come to the trading tab and reservoir swap. So always do be aware of impermanent loss. So if one token goes the other way, then you completely this is completely changed. Then you are completely, you're token. So say, for example, Poly dumps, then your Ethereum goes into Poly, right? And all those sorts of things. Same as like if Poly pumps, then all of your Poly goes into Ethereum. So I don't mind it as kind of like and I'm happy to allocate more to Poly if it goes down. It's kind of like the play. I'm like, well, this allows me to do it. Like if it does go out of the range, which I mean, the range I have for Poly is massive. So yeah, it's at 61%. So even right now it was at 50-50 last night. So as you can see, I'm not earning much ETH. I'm earning a little chunk of Poly. So I again, could be cool. I don't know how much this is. Doesn't look like a lot. I mean, I can quickly do some math just to see how much that is. Where's Poly? There it is. How much is it? 250? Yeah, 270. So in a day, that's $2. $2 from putting up, a couple. So I think this will cook over time. Obviously, the more volume that you have, the better it is. So 75 Pengu I've earned as well. So this one's 50-50, as you can see as well. So again, I'm just using the ecosystem. You get a little NFT from this. Maybe that helps with XP as well. And obviously, you're earning a little bit of money by liquidity providing as well. So I don't know. That's just something I'm doing at the moment, Craig. But yeah, I don't know. What's your thoughts on the meme side of things right now?
I've sort of cooled down on it a bit. I haven't been going as hard flipping the memes on there over the weekend or even the end of last week. Mainly because there wasn't much XP from it, I suppose, and the fluctuations and stuff. But certainly the top ones like Retspa, Abster, Poly, they're good buys. I think. I think they'll continue higher. I just didn't want to deal with the fluctuations that were happening so much. So I sort of went a bit harder into NFTs rather. For instance, like ROMs. I went hard into ROMs last week. I bought some golds and that just because their price is so stable. So for me, because I wanted to obviously get XP, I wanted to find assets that were stable in price that I can just hold longer term, earn the XP from them, and then obviously, like everyone's going to do, try get the fuck out and sell the NFTs before they dump, right? If they dump, but that was a good buy, I think. So hopefully, I see. Hopefully, that pays dividends this week with XP. I want to start getting. I need to start getting some big weeks. So this needs to start paying off now. I need to probably buy more NFTs again. Which ones I buy? What would you go out of road tracing loot boxes versus ROMs? What do you
probably
reckon?
ROM? I'd probably go ROMs personally. I do think road trace. I have a bag, and we'll talk to Rua actually next week as well, Craig. I think based on what we know about what they potentially are building too, I think that's actually not a bad bet. So I think I own 10 of them.
Yeah, I might have to go buy some of those.
Let me have a look at my wallet.
I think they're cheap. They're reasonable. 0.05. Fine.
Yeah, so I have 10 heroes, 8 ROMs, 10 Ruai, 3 Dramelios, 6 Roach Racing. I'm down to 1 Sugartown core, and that's it pretty much in my abstract.
Have you been playing the Sugartown?
I think
what's the go of that? Like, is it only certain times or?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't. I don't have time to sit and play poker for hours. I just don't.
No, neither. Yeah, poker's too long.
Yeah, like I'd love to, and I think I enjoy playing poker. I just don't have time for that.
Same. Yeah, what's up, Cappy? Yeah, I'm the same. Like, I enjoy poker as well, but the only problem with that is it does require your concentration, which, when you give all your concentration to trading, I just don't have the fucking capacity. I don't think my brain. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should.
Yeah, maybe we should check it out.
Yeah, might be missing out. I don't know.
So Bree says, if you aren't playing Roach Racing, then ROMs all day in terms of not having to put in much work. So with the loot boxes, like, are we getting any news about them soon? And Lil Staff says you dumped 2 of your Sugartown cores to me today. Thanks, Greeny. That's fine.
Shit, that's good. Isn't it? How good is it that people can see your fucking wallet? It's so funny, dude.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Abstract, there's nowhere to hide. You're like, fuck. Not that I ever care about that. If people want to fucking watch, good luck.
I've said this all every stream. Like, I'm like Eli, who is a little bit more like, don't watch my wallet. I'm like, I trade, so I'll take losses, I'll take wins. If you want to follow it, that's fine. So that's cool.
Yeah, if you're pure trading, my abstract wallet would be diabolical for that. Just because
people probably. It's funny how people probably look at my wallet and go, "What is Greeny?" Like, what? Sometimes they're like, "What goes into his thoughts?" I reckon at this sort of stage. So,
well, it throws a real curveball in it when you're trying to earn XP, doesn't it? It makes you have to make moves that, as a trader, if it was just price, you wouldn't make. So that's kind of where it's smart of them to have done it. Yeah, because it kind of stops you as a trader just being pure extract.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. Maybe I need to cop some more ROMs today then.
I think ROMs is probably not a bad bet. I think having a couple of those.
How do you say that?
Ruai? I don't know. I don't know. We'll ask him next week if we got him on the show. So we're pumped for that. Well, I have to go. I've got a meeting in 15 minutes. I got back-to-back meetings today. Monday's always meeting day. But no, huge show, guys. Obviously, if you want to check us out in GTG, we literally have an abstract dedicated channel. We have an abstract dedicated channel where we are making plenty of money, but more so just chatting about different strategies and whatnot throughout crypto. Plus, we obviously still make a lot of money. Cappy, literally, I shilled a YouTube video with Cappy last week. He's 8x his portfolio in the last 3 months. So he started with $500. So if you have less than 1,000, you can still 8x your portfolio. So he's up to $4,000. So big shout out to Cappy for tuning in, but also check that out. It's pinned to both. I think it's pinned to GTG and pinned to Greeny at the moment to get a bit of awareness. But yeah, check out GTG, guys. The link is there. Maybe tomorrow on the show, maybe with Finn, I could do, maybe we do another little cheeky maybe discount. I don't know, I'll have to have a think. Maybe do a little discount. But
do a Finn discount, hey?
Do a Finn discount for that or something. But yeah. I mean, Craig, great show today. We've got 600 viewers in the chat, which is great on a Sunday night. Got 20 on Abstract. Abstract streams seem to be slowing down a little bit, I have noticed, in terms of viewership.
Yeah.
So that's always a good sign that maybe opportunities are around because less people are looking. So again, I'm a big believer in buying red and selling green. So I think that's some alpha as well. So anyways, chat, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the tips. There's been a few. Very much appreciate it. But otherwise, yeah, Craig, have a great rest of your Monday, and we'll be back tomorrow with Finn. Huge show.
That's going to be a banger. Make sure you tune in, guys. Hopefully we can get a bit of alpha out the big fella. But be a good chat nonetheless. And cheers, Greeny, and thanks everyone. And we'll see you on the timeline.
Sounds fantastic. See you, chat.